And there's Leighton. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I promised myself that if I ever got to interview you, I would tell you you have two performances that are so dear to my heart. One is, of course, Curly's wife in Of Mice and Men. What a, what a, tr-
Wow.
what a
That's
tremendous
wonderful.
performance.
Thank you so much. Wow, that's just a handful of people in the whole world who could say that they saw that. That's so
Well,
nice. Thank you.
and on the Orville, when you sang That's All I Have to Say from The Last Unicorn, I
Yeah.
just love that rendition.
Thank you so much. I had never seen that or heard it beforehand, but now I'm a big fan. It was really cool.
Yeah, I heard that Josh Duhamel is turning that into a musical, Broadway. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow. That's cool.
you should. There you go.
I'm
There's
from a little tune out. That's so
yeah.
cool.
Tell your agent. Congratulations on a weekend away. This is just a tight, white knuckle thriller.
Exactly. I'm glad. Yeah. It's intense.
It is intense. Tell me a little bit about Beth. I mean, how did you get into the character, and where did she come from in your preparation?
Well, upon first meeting, first glance, Beth, I really related to her in the sense that she's a new mom. She's going through a huge transition in her life. She's leaving her career behind, her body, her friendships, her marriage, everything is shifting. Um, and with good reason, and she's learning about who she is now. So I've been there. I know exactly how that is. So coming into any experience as a new mom, you're tender, you're emotional, and so she decides to take a weekend away, which is kind of a long time in the making, with her best friend of many years, who she sort of lost touch with. And of course, on their weekend away, the friend is like, "Be your old self. Be who you used to be," and it's not really possible. They do have a wild and, at first glancing, fun night out. And then Beth wakes up the next morning, yeah, not really knowing what happened, and looks for her friend. So I felt that all the elements came together for me. I mean, honestly, just as a human being, I related to her and had compassion for her. And then going through what she's going through was a very exciting and interesting prospect to me. So kind of it all was very kismet and came together nicely.
There certainly must be a gold mine in playing a character that loses themselves. You know, where they're trying to tell a story, they're trying to figure out something, and we as the audience are along with you on that ride. But playing that role has got to be an actor's dream.
It is, I will say that it was more challenging than anything. I found it to be incredibly exhausting. And while we were in a really beautiful, picturesque location, and I was surrounded by lovely, wonderful performers and crew, and everybody was awesome and supportive. I found it to be incredibly draining to be, um, you know, on set with my emotions at the ready at all times. And uh it was also physically intense. So much of that, I think, it came together nicely in the film. I feel really proud of it. And yeah.
What do you think audiences are going to take away from watching A Weekend Away?
Well, I hope they have a nice time. I know that it's a harrowing harrowing journey, but I think that, at least one of the lessons, or was a sort of one of the takeaways for Beth, the character that I play, is that she learns to stand in her own truth and her own strength, and finds her own voice, which I personally myself have trouble with all the time. I struggle with, sort of standing my ground a little bit. So I think that I can relate to her in that way, and she really comes into her own and follows her heart. So I think that would be a nice one. Also, I want them to just like guess who did it.
And it's really hard to. So it's a great mystery thriller. And thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so
You
much.
you take care.
Okay, you too. Have a
Bye
good
bye.
one. Bye.